You guys.
You're a bum. You're a nobody. You're a loser, and you're never gonna be anybody.
If Stallone ever watches this, I apologize.
He's everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, if you have not figured it
That was
out, we are
terrible.
reviewing the movie Rocky, the original Rocky from 1976. But before we get into it, let's check out that trailer.
Yes, let's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun,
dun. Dun, dun.
You know, I've been coming in for 6 years. The 6 years you've been sticking it to me. I want to know how come.
You want to know?
I want to know how.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. Because you had the talent to become a good fighter. And instead of that, you became a leg breaker. Some cheap, second-rate loan shark.
It's a living?
It's a waste of life.
It's a living?
I figure if I break the guy's thumb, he gets laid off, right? He can't make
Yeah, well, don't
money,
figure.
can't
Let me do the figuring, okay, Ron? From here in, just let me do the figuring.
Come on! Want to hit on me? Come on! I'll break both arms so they don't work for you.
Polly is such a dick.
He was.
$50. You and your girl Adrian, you have a nice time, eh?
Take her to the zoo.
He charged
What?
like to go to the zoo.
What'd you tell me?
Take it to the zoo.
Come on, come on.
$50 a lot in the 78.
I'm gonna kiss you. You ain't gotta kiss me back, though. That's such a fucking creepy thing to say.
Oh, this whole scene was kind of creepy and awkward.
Yeah, it was more
The
awkward.
movie was kind
You
of
believe
creepy
that
and awkward.
America is the land of opportunity?
Yeah.
Apollo Creed does.
Damn, this trailer's
And
fucking
he's gonna
long.
prove it to
Yeah,
the
it's
whole world by
all
giving
these
an
all
unknown
these
a
trailers
shot at the title.
I need your help about
For the
10
past
years
few
ago,
weeks
right?
have been
10 years
long.
ago. You never helped me. You didn't care.
Well, if you wanted help. I say, if you wanted help, why didn't you ask? Why didn't you just ask me, kid?
Look, I asked, but you never heard nothing.
Nobody's ever gone the distance from Creed. And if I can go that distance, seeing that bell rings and I'm still standing.
Trailers were longer back
That
in the
weren't
day
just
for some
another
reason.
bum from the neighborhood.
Show half the damn movie.
It's because people had a bigger attention span.
No, you got a point.
I'm at home, my kid, and I ain't even in the guys' league. Wish me luck, I'm gonna need it.
Good luck.
Don't leave town.
Jesus, they're showing us the whole thing here. You're gonna tell us the rules as well.
The champ is down.
That's true.
Down, stay down.
Go. Dubs.
That's literally like the end of the fucking movie right there.
Yeah. There you have it. There you have it. Rocky the movie. So a little bit more about this movie is a small-time Philadelphia boxer gets a supremely rare chance to fight the world heavyweight champion in a bout in which he strives to go the distance for his self-respect. Basically, Rocky's a small-time boxer, just boxing in like small bingo halls and stuff. And Apollo Creed needs a boxer. The boxer that he had, this ranked boxer that he had to fight him, backed out, and so he needed a was
He
it
didn't
not?
back out. He had like a busted hand.
Oh yeah. And everyone else was not available. So instead of finding a ranked boxer, he decided to make a spectacle of it and get a hometown boy from Philadelphia to fight him. And
The
Rocky,
Italian style.
the Italian stallion. So he went to ask him if he'd box, and he sure he decided that he wanted to box. Sorry, he decided he wanted to box.
I love that you guys are legitimately laughing so hard at something that I did not even hear you say.
So trivial.
We're kids, guys. It's behind, and it's behind
Because he
baseball.
wants
So yeah,
that Italian.
yeah. So, but it's
They are laughing, folks, because I think that is ridiculous that anyone should pronounce it Italian. It is Italian.
That's what we
That's
say in
right.
the South. I tell you.
Italian.
I speak the most Italian. All right. He speaks the third least. I don't speak any Italian. Like I said, the third least. You won't speak at all.
But yeah, it's a fun build up. This is definitely not the best Rocky movie. Four is the best Rocky
There's not
movie.
a great build up to this. There's a bunch of random shit that happens that is never fulfilled in any way in the story.
I
Why did
can,
he walk that random girl home, telling her not to hang out with the guys, that they're gonna think she's a whore? And then the only other time we see her in the film is when she's back on the fucking stoop with
yeah.
those boys. They
I think
do
a lot of this was setting up other films and trying to
oh
show that Rocky's still a good guy at heart, just a good guy at heart. So
so in Rocky 2, does that girl stop being a
I
whore?
have no
Yeah.
idea. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Does
I
she
don't
come back?
remember.
Is that a continuing
I
storyline?
don't know. I don't know.
Does the bandit end up going to Boston for the thing
McBean?
for the clam chowder?
Yes, yes. He goes get clam chowder. All right, but yeah, it's a fun rewatch. Steve, what did you think on rewatch?
Well,
Or I think this is the first time you
this
watched
was
it.
my first watch, and I will be honest, it is probably my last watch. I don't particularly care for sports films. I'm not a sports guy. They have to have good comedy in order for me to go back. I.e., Major League. Why I have a poster of Major League on my wall. It's a funny movie. The Replacements, Necessary Roughness, Caddyshack. Movies like that are movies that I'll watch more than once that are sports films. But Rocky, the telltale on this is Sylvester Stallone's looked at his friends on a Thursday and said, I'm going up to the mountains for the weekends and I'm going to write a movie. And then he came back Monday with the screenplay for Rocky. Now, of course, it went through like, I think 9 or 10 rewrites through the entire process. But Sylvester Stallone initially went and in 3 days wrote the entire screenplay for Rocky. And when he sold it, he only sold it under the conditions that he was going to play Rocky and no one else would. It was an interesting watch. I don't know. It's not necessarily my cup of tea, but I didn't really lose interest. I kind of saw everything that was happening, and there was a bunch of stuff in the film that I don't think was necessarily needed. I think the whole story with Polly didn't have to be there.
Oh,
Polly
they set Polly up to be a drunk through every freaking movie.
Yeah, I think Paulie. If you could take Paulie's, this movie is 2 hours long. You take every scene out with Paulie, and the movie's going to be a solid hour 30, which would be a better flick. Hour 40 maybe.
Yeah.
No, there's the whole setting up with Paulie and him being a drunk and being Adrian's brother and that whole thing. Like you did, why was Adrian even working at the pet store then? Something again. Once again, they never really go back to. He gets the dog, and then the dog goes running with him for one scene, and then we never see the dog. There are so many loopholes that the more I think about it,
Oh yeah, the dog thing.
the
Yeah.
more angry I get. Fun fact: actually, Sylvester Stallone's dog, and he almost sold the dog because he couldn't afford food for it. Sorry if I'm taking away for your facts that may be fun.
Yeah, it's a huge dog.
It was one, but okay. Mikey the Freak, what did you think about this on rewatch?
So I've seen this movie a couple of times, but I never really, I would say, focused and paid attention as much as I did on this one. I never realized, like, everyone knows about Rocky, and they know, like, they've seen all 5 Rocky films, and they've seen the other one, Balboa, and all those movies, right? They know of them, and they know of
Rocky
Sylvester
5,000.
Pongo. So they understand that Sylvester Stallone is Rocky, but then in the first movie, I thought Sylvester Stallone beat Apollo Creed, but the goal was basically just to last all 10 rounds or 12 rounds. I don't know how far they
15.
went. Is it 15 rounds?
15
So,
rounds.
so to
I
last,
just I just watched this movie. It was 15 rounds.
yeah. See, I didn't see that, but it's just to basically last, not really to beat him. It was just to stay in the ring with the heavyweight contender to put a name out there, put the Italian Stallion's name out there, to
I
create,
believe it's pronounced Italian.
oh, it is Italian. I'm sorry, Italian Stallion's name out there. And then they asked him back to do the second one, so it was perfect. But it comes down to understanding. Like, I didn't know that Paulie. I didn't know. I can't do it. I didn't know that Paulie was her brother. Like, I didn't know the relationship. So when I saw that in this movie, I'm like, oh, I must have missed that. So I didn't put like those fine type details together. So, but I've seen all the movies, but they always ran together for me because I didn't know. I thought when he was fighting Apollo Creed that he was going to come down from the ceiling, but didn't realize that was the other movie that
Yeah.
he comes down from the ceiling. I'm like, did I miss it? Like, what happened? So,
He came down from the ceiling in a boat dressed as George Washington. It's staying
yeah.
Washington.
So, yeah, I
So
mean, it's understanding that. So it is a good movie. It's a solid movie, but it's definitely not the best Rocky.
no,
I
it's
don't
definitely not the best
understand
Rocky.
how this movie
I
won.
don't think it's the best one.
I don't understand how this movie won Best Picture in 1976. There must have been shit out in 1976 in order for this movie to win Best Picture of the Year.
I don't know, man. I think around that time, boxing was just super popular. It
Muhammad
had,
Ali, Cassius
yeah.
Clay, maybe Joe Lewis.
Mama named Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. So
Whoop Joe
yeah,
Lewis's ass.
so ratings. I'm gonna rate this a 6. It's not the best Rocky movie. Um, it is a good story. It does deserve a watch, but it's a 6. It's not the best. It's drags a little bit. So Steve, let me ask you, would you rate this movie?
This makes me so upset. I just looked up 1976 nominees for Best Picture. Now, Rocky is what won.
Taxi
Hmm.
Driver should have won.
Taxi Driver, All the President's Men, Network, Bound for Glory. Get the fuck out of here. How does Rocky win this?
I say Taxi. Out of all those movies, I would see
No,
Taxi Driver should have won.
Scorsese
Yeah.
has been screwed over
Yeah.
so many times. How does Dances with Wolves beat Goodfellas? That's a separate episode. Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Get the fuck out of here. How did this movie win Best Picture?
Mikey the Freak.
A solid 6. Not my favorite Rocky movie. I think I like 4 the best. But
I like the Creeds better than all the Rockies.
I haven't seen. I saw one. I saw the first Creed, but never saw Creed 2.
Oh, Creed 2 and 3. I've seen all the Creeds, but I have never seen a single fucking Rocky movie until today.
That's funny. But yeah, no, solid 6 for me.
Solid 6.
Yeah.
All right, now for some facts that may be fun. Let's see. Okay, well, Rocky's dog Butkus was Sylvester Stallone's real life dog. We've already went over that. After the end of filming, Stallone kept the 2 turtles, Cuff and Link, and as of June 2019, he still had them alive and well.
Old ass turtles.
Well,
Yeah.
that was 5 years ago, so they might be. All those dogs, beginning of the movie, all those puppies, first thing I thought, I'm such a horrible human. They're all dead.
and you're a dog lover, so yeah.
It's
So
true. They're all puppies. This movie was 40 years ago.
yeah,
There's no
they're
dog
gone.
that's 40 years old. Get
They're
out
gone.
of here.
Yeah.
That's true.
My ex-wife.
Sylvester Stallone and Carl Weathers suffered injuries during the shooting of the final fight. Stallone suffered bruised ribs and Weathers suffered a damaged nose, the opposite injuries of what their characters had. Prior to his breakthrough role in this film, Sylvester Stallone was earning $36 a week as an usher. So there you have it. Those are some facts that may be fun. Mikey the Freak, what do you have for some related? Oh no, Steve, what do you have for music?
I was like all into it with fucking music. That's great. I don't mind.
What do you have for music?
Everybody
Hold on.
knows the soundtrack, Steve. Don't worry about it. Everybody knows what the soundtrack is.
Here we go. Take Me Back, Rocky's Theme, Gonna Fly, Summer Madness, The First Noel, Jingle Bells, Silent Night, Holy Night, Deck the Halls, U.S. Marine Corps Hymn, and You Take My Heart Away. Da-na-na! Da-na-na!
Mikey the Freak,
Jesus.
what do we have for related reels?
Oh, no one knows who these people are. I went with Sylvester Stallone. So get this. So I picked 3 movies from Sylvester Stallone. So tell me what they have in common.
Okay.
Judge Dredd, Copland, and Demolition Man.
I already know what it is. He's a police officer in all 3.
He's so typecasted.
Could have picked Tango and Cash.
That one too. I only picked 3 movies. Yeah. Talia Shire, all the Godfathers 1, 2, and 3.
Stop or my
as
grandmother
well as
will shoot.
Rocky 1 through 5. What?
When he in Stop or my grandma will shoot or something like that.
Their mama from the train.
Mama.
No, that was just Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was a cop in that one too.
We are talking about a different actor. Stop trying to do a bit. He's already past Sylvester Stallone.
Way past that. All right, and then Carl
Weathers.
Weathers.
About to name the 3rd actor, and you're like, "Oh, Stop or My Mom was too." He was a cop in that as well.
He's taking too long.
Yeah.
Carl Weathers, Action Jackson, Predator, Happy Gilmore. He reprises his role from Happy Gilmore and Little Nicky as Chubbs, but just lost him earlier this year.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd you lose him?
Well, you could probably find him, but he's in some kind of cemetery, maybe.
Speaking of Predator, the end credits can go with any 80s TV show. Opening credits. It matches up perfectly.
Now play that cricket noise.
Perfect. There you go. Don't worry, none of our listeners or viewers got that either.
Yeah.
Listen. we have dozens of fans all over the world.
Dozens.
That went over about as well as the.
I really hope the listener that I know locally.
Listen, Steven, I hope you're still enjoying the show, my man.
Yes, I hope you are, Steven.
Eric, we appreciate the support every week.
All right. As we come to a close, make sure you check out the sister channel to Back to the Retro Review, the Mod Squad Network, where we have a movie show, a horror show, a gamer show, conversation show, and we go live every Saturday night with a giveaway. Make sure you do all the YouTuber things. Give us a good old thumbing. Hit that like and subscribe. Give us a good old comment down there. Tell us what you thought of this movie if you haven't seen it. And go see it. Go see it.
Everybody likes Rocky. Everybody likes
take that
Rocky.
back. I take that back. Don't watch it. It's
Rocky is one of those notable movies, whether you've seen it or not, you know about it.
And then watch the rest.
If you have the option to watch the film at 1.5 speed, that's what I'd recommend.
If anyone can post pictures of you on the Philadelphia steps with the Rocky statue, post them.
I don't think it's there anymore. I think they moved it.
I think they moved it too. Yeah. But it was there.
Yeah. All right. Well, that does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. So for Mike the Freak and Steve, I am the Bearded Geek saying, if we don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.
See you.